Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Yamunatiravanachari Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Yamunatiravanachari Yashodanandana Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Hare Krishna. So today we will do a little bit of Ram Katha. You know, we have Ram Navami approaching fast in this week. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruh Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvashe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This speaker is working or which one? This one, no? Till the end it is audible? Okay. It's very close to the mic. Speaker should always be little away from the mic actually. Anyways, it's fine. No, as of now it's fine. So Ramayana is a very amazing literature, which is composed by the great sage Valmiki, and on the instruction of Narada and Lord Brahma and all. So there is in the Ramayana, we are seeing the Balakanda, the first canto of Ramayana, and the first chapter. Actually it starts with Valmiki asking certain questions to Narada. So we will see, to some extent we will see shloka by shloka. So then after that, in between some pastimes we may elaborate, and then some pastimes we can just go forward. So the first chapter of Ramayana, it is named as the contents of Ramayana summarized. It seems to be little familiar, no? First chapter of Bhagavad Gita is what? Contents of Bhagavad Gita summarized. I know, second chapter maybe. Yeah, so the first chapter is observing the battlefield, second chapter is contents of Bhagavad Gita summarized. Here also, contents of Ramayana summarized. So Valmiki is asking Narada about certain questions. So the ascetic Valmiki humbly questioned Narada, who was absorbed in austerities and Vedic studies, and who was the best knower of the Vedas and as well as the best of all sages. So the question has been put. It is not an ordinary question answer, because the person who is asking is also a sage of great tapasya. And connect करना है क्या? ठीक है. I was not intending to connect, but so it's okay. We'll connect it. Then I'll have to make it really big. To some extent only we can do, looks like. Oh, in this font for me to navigate will be difficult. I'll keep a font which is manageable for me, and whoever can see in that, you can see. But anyways, ठीक है. So the second shloka, it talks about actual questions of Valmiki. He's asking who in this world at the present time, this is like in the present tense that is happening, who possesses all auspicious qualities, who's powerful, who's knower of Vedic Dharma, filled with gratitude, a truthful person, and firm in his vows. So, and who always follows Vedic customs, who benefits all creatures, who is learned, who can execute anything, and who is exclusively pleasing to look at. And then who is self-controlled, controlled anger, splendorous, non-envious, and whom do the demigods and others fear when his anger aroused in war? So these are all questions that is being put actually. And he's saying, such a person I am desirous of hearing about, and I am very sure that he's telling to Narada that you are capable person to speak about such a personality. Now, because like in the first sloka itself, it is established that Narada is a knower of Vedic Dharma and knower of the absolute truth. So he knows such a person, and Valmiki is putting this question towards him. Then, so Narada, he is also very delighted hearing such a question from Valmiki, and he wants to speak about such a personality. And he is mentioning like, considering all these attributes that you have described, so I will describe about such a person. Please listen. And so he's, such a person is there, currently, residing in this, earthly planet, and residing in the, he's born in the dynasty of Ikshvaku, and he is known to the people as Rama, and he is untransformed. Means like we are going through transformations, right? What all transformations we go through? Birth, growth, huh? No. It's like birth is there, growth is there, maintenance is there, and creation of byproducts, dwindling, and death. So 6 transformations that are there, right? So in that way, like here also we see, but the Lord, the Supreme Lord, in case of the Supreme Lord, he is not affected by such transformations. Any material thing will go through such transformations. But then we see like Lord Rama also born as small baby, na? Uske baad to bade to hue. So then how will you tell that like, Lord Rama also had initially small body and then later on, he had a big body and things like that. तो ऐसा कैसे बोल सकते हैं कि इंटर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन नहीं है, बर्थ तो हुआ एंड ग्रोथ तो हुआ. So how do you justify that?
He chooses to show it that way.
Okay. So he chooses to possess certain temporary bodies. Temporary bodies. Body is transcendental. मतलब permanent होना चाहिए. तो but the temporary था ना. ठीक है, like when he comes to the age of 16, he maintains that akar. Like even in Krishna's this one also we see that youthful, like the budding youth, that body he maintains till the end of his pastimes. But उसके पहले जो भी body था वो सब temporary है ना?
Not temporary, but he is showing the change he wants us to.
But what happens to that body? That is it a permanent body of the Lord or is it temporary body of the Lord? Yeah, so there is no body of the Lord because basically Lord doesn't possess a material body like us. He is eternally possessing all the forms that he is displaying here. It is not something that is like been like created just to perform his pastimes. All the forms of the Lord are permanent, eternal forms of the Lord. So which are all like eternally present. So some of the forms of the Lord are eternally present in the material world, and Srila Prabhupada gives the example of the sun, right? So sun is present at this point in time here in this horizon, and after some time it may just move on to different horizons, and probably exactly diagonally opposite is for us is US, no? US is diagonally opposite, no, for us, or like to some extent, no? तो कितना घंटा का फर्क है उधर का इधर? 12 hours around, na? So 12 hours means diagonally opposite actually. So like when sun is there, sun is not here. So it doesn't mean that that sun is like early morning sun. Now at this point in time, somewhere early morning sun is there. So at this point in time, somewhere midday sun is also there. At this point in time, somewhere sunset is also happening. So in the same way, the Lord's childhood form, even at this point in time, somewhere it is manifest. प्रभु जी उनको थोड़ा पीछे लेके जाके सिखाइए. So like so somewhere the Lord's form, even the childhood pastimes of the Lord, at this point in time somewhere it is happening, and his like young boy like pastimes, that is also happening somewhere at this point in time. So in this way, like we see that the Lord's form, some forms of the Lord are permanent in the material world, and some forms of the Lord are like present in the spiritual world as well. So in this way, like this Bala Rupa and all, like it is specific to the material world, but then it is permanent form of the Lord, permanent transcendental form of the Lord. There is no tinge of material, element into it, or any affected by any material energies or something like that. So he is untransformed, of great strength, and he is splendorous, blissful, and the controller of all. And he is omniscient, he knows everything. Like omniscience means like it is, we would find in the pastime of Lord Rama that after Mother Sita is kidnapped, he is like not able to understand ki where is Sita. So somebody can tell like, no, इनको इतना भी नहीं पता है कि like Sita Mata किधर है. How he is omniscient, So no, it is pastime of the Lord. So where like when the Lord performs the role, he just gets immersed in that particular pastime. So but then we should understand, see, if ordinary person if his relative is kidnapped and things like that, तो उनके बारे में स्टोरी पढ़ने का like इतना there is no point in studying such a story. So omniscient person, if he is acting as if he is forgetting, so like something must be there, like why is he doing that? So like it is the wonderful pastime of the Lord. So we can see that he is omniscient, and his dealings are strictly in line with the teachings of the Vedas, and he is propagator of Vedic teachings, and he is prosperous and a destroyer of those who obstruct his mission. His shoulders are elevated, his arms are stout, his neck is like conch shell, and his jaws are large. So we see, sometimes people tell that, no, रामायण में तो बताया नहीं कि like राम भगवान है, तो ऐसे like लोग बना दिए भगवान. So, but it is like right in the beginning, right in the first chapter, right in the first few verses itself, it is established. The question itself is, what is Valmiki interested in knowing? That absolute truth. He's knowing about the absolute truth, and that supremely powerful, supremely capable, and all auspicious qualities endowed in him. Such a kind of a person is being like, he wants to know about such a person. And Sage Narada is also, like these are all transcendentalists. What do they have to deal with any mundane subject matter or any fictitious personality and things like that. So it is very well known and established that Lord Rama is Supreme Personality of Godhead in Valmiki Ramayana right from the beginning. So there is no question of doubt about it. Even in the course of pastime, we will find that every now and then it has been acknowledged. And when Lord Rama goes to the forest, anyway, those pastimes will come. So like all the sages also recognize him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Otherwise, like for an ordinary Kshatriya, the great sages who are tapasvis in the forest, so there is no Vedic etiquette for them to offer respects to a Kshatriya. Like if Lord Rama were to be taken only as a Kshatriya, the sages would not have taken shelter of him, would not have offered respects to him. So that is like at every stage in the Ramayana, it is very, very clear he is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then like devotees are but still they would exchange the Vedic etiquettes, whatever the etiquettes, based on the circumstances, but they are very clear that he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he has a broad chest. He is a great archer. his collarbone is invisible. That means like no good. Means he has got like it is not like what is that emaciated or something like that. He's like having nice muscles. No? He's victorious over the enemies. His arms reach out to the knees. So this is one of the characteristics that we find again and again, like in Krishna's like form and Lord Chaitanya's form. So the arms, like the बैठने के टाइम तो रीच होता है, but खड़ा होने के टाइम पे भी रीच होता है घुटने तक. So that is so that is the this one, like Mahapurusha's form actually. His forehead is beautiful and his gait is beautiful. His walk is also, in many places it's mentioned, his gait is like like an elephant, and sometimes it is mentioned as his gait means this like chalne ka shaili, so it is like a very powerful lion, like that. So he is neither too tall nor too short. The parts of his body such as his hands and feet are equally sized. His complexion is moist. He is splendorous. His chest is fleshy. His eyes are long. His bodily parts are lovely, and he possesses other auspicious characteristics. He knows his duties. It's one of the purpose for which the Lord advents is Dharma Samsthapanarthaya. So for that sake, he meticulously performs his own duty, whatever he appears as a Kshatriya boy. Like, he performs, his duties very nicely. And he is true to his promise. So, this is true with Krishna also, no? True to his promise. Correct, no? Sometimes breaking his promise. Oh, Krishna. No. Our God is like, so Dharmagya and like, he follows Dharma very nicely. In fact, he tells in Bhagavad Gita that if I were to follow Adharma, whole world will follow Adharma and everything will go for ruination. So it is very important to know that Krishna also never told a lie. So, okay, like he is absorbed in benefiting the living creatures. He is famous, endowed with knowledge, straightforward, dependent on his surrendered devotees, like unabsorbed in thought of protecting them. He is equal to the Prajapati in the matter of procreating the universe. He is inseparable from Shri, the goddess of fortune. He nourishes his devotees and destroys their obstacles. He is protector of the living creatures. He is the complete protector of Vedic Dharma. He is the protector of his duty, and he is the protector of his devotees too. He knows the truth of the Vedas and the Vedangas. He is skilled in the Dhanur Veda and other Upavedas. He knows the truths taught in all other Vedic scriptures, and he has an unfailing memory and brilliance. It's all very amazing qualities of the Lord is described. He is dear to everyone, and therefore he can be approached by saints. He is not helpless. He can speak about varied subjects. Hence, he is always approached by saints, just as the ocean is always approached by the rivers. So it is not just, he's he's just demonstrating the Kshatriya Dharma. He's also like, very wonderful in terms of knowing of various different subjects. Basically, like Krishna also mentions in Bhagavad Gita that Vedescha sarma ahameva vedya. I am the one who knows the Vedas. And obviously, like Lord is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Rama, he also knows all the Vedas, right? And another two shlokas, we have this wonderful description of his qualities. He is meant to be approached by all. He is equal to all. He is always and exclusively pleasing to behold. That Rama, who increases the delight of Kausalya, alone is endowed with all the qualities of the Supreme Soul. In gravity, he is like ocean. In tolerance, he is like Himalayas. In the prowess, he is similar to Lord Vishnu and pleasing to behold like moon. In anger, he is similar to the underwater volcano. In forgiveness, he is equal to the earth. He is equal to Kuvera in charity. And like Dharma himself, he is unrivaled in truthfulness. So now we will start this one is like pastimes. The whole of Ramayana is summarized in this one chapter of the first chapter. And in the third chapter, we find another one summary. Like this is Narada is instructing about Lord Rama. There is full pastime is coming. And then in the third chapter of the first canto, you find after getting instructed, Valmiki performs tapasya. And by his tapasya, he pleases the Lord, and the Lord reveals the entire Ramayana again in his in his memory. So that is summarized in around 20 shlokas or 20-25 shlokas. So that is also another one summary is there. So which is little more shorter. So now this is we can relish various pastimes. In this thing, little elaborate is given in this section. Okay, out of love and with desire to please his ministers, King Dasharatha desired to install that Rama, his dear and eldest son, who was endowed with these qualities, whose prowess was unfailing and who was endowed with excellent qualities for political administration and who was engaged in benefiting his citizens. So, in fact, if you see in the beginning, Dasharatha did not have any children, and then he performed many sacrifices and things like that. And finally he could get not just one son, 4 children. All of them were equal to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna. So this is considered to be Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. So in that way, all the Chaturbhuja expansions, they were appeared in the house of Dasharatha. And they all very, very soon, they all gained all the knowledge and training and things like that and all. And they were quite, everybody's appreciation was there upon them. So amongst them, Lord Rama was undisputed leader, amongst these 4 children. So all of them, 4 were born maybe means few days in gap, that's how the birth actually happened. And so Lord Rama was their undisputed leader, and all of them, so to say, externally, all of them appeared, with same kind of bodily features with little bit of difference. But then, Lord Rama was the key attraction for everybody in the kingdom. So he was mainly very, very attractive to all the citizens. So because he acted just like their father, in terms of maintaining them, giving charity, or with his qualities and all those things, he used to attract them like anything. And even Dasharatha also was very much attracted by Lord Rama. And he consulted one day, he had a sabha, and then he consulted that I am planning to do this kind of this one, I want to appoint the successor. And so when he proposed this idea, everybody, the citizens and the ministers and everyone, unanimously, everybody agreed upon. So it was, because, and some of the reasons that are mentioned is that he's not just competent, he's been, even the mass of people, they also willingly accept him, as the supreme, as the ruler. So in that way, it is the best match actually to take, and all of them were very happy in doing that. And noticing the ingredients of his coronation, his wife Kaikeyi Devi, who had been granted a boon by King Dasharatha, requested him to grant that boon now. That boon was to exile Rama and to coronate Bharata. So actually first time when Kaikeyi gets to know this information, what was her first reaction? Very happy, she was very happy. And then when Mantra also, when she comes and tells, aisa hone wala hai, immediately she gives this one necklace and things like that as gifts. And but then due to the bad association, we may be good devotees, we may be practicing nice Krishna consciousness, but our goodness is only to the extent that we have taken good association. If we take bad association, karanam guna sangosya, like if we come in contact with bad association, we will also transform to become bad. So that is like what association matters a lot actually. So that is why the satsang and always to remain in right kind of association is very, very important. So like otherwise, if even the first time when Kaikeyi got the association of, like at least in the conversation, so she was in proper consciousness, and then as the conversation built, she started opposing like Mantra. No, it is not like that. No, how can you say in this way and things like that? And then slowly start becoming neutral, and then slowly start becoming negative. So this transformation actually goes, and we will not realize. We will not at all realize. And Srila Prabhupada gives an example of if you go to an infected area, so you don't have a choice. You will get infected by the disease, and you will develop temperature, and you will develop all the symptoms of the disease and things like that. So in the same way, our healthy condition means we have somehow or other not gone to an infected area. In the same way, if we are healthy in Krishna consciousness means somehow or other we have avoided asat sanga tyaga. We have performed that asat sanga tyaga. So that's very, very important. So that is nicely put forward here. And also at this point in time we see Dasharatha, it's also mentioned that how he had in his young days, when he was hunting, he happened to kill son of a sage, and then because of that curse of that sage, he also had to go through similar kind of a distress. Because he wanted to be truthful to his words, King Dasharatha was bound by the noose of dharma, and so he exiled his dear son Rama. So Dasharatha was in great dharma sankata. He did not want Rama to go to the forest, because Rama did not commit any mistake to give such a punishment. And at the same time, he has given a word to his wife, and Kshatriyas not to stand by their words is equivalent to death for them. Basically it is very, very difficult situation. And in fact, he repeatedly criticizes and chastises Kaikeyi that please take back this word and things like that. And he become completely helpless in that situation. And in fact, in the commentaries we find that Dasharatha should have taken advice of great personalities like Vashishta and the great elevated souls. They could have solved the problem, but he did not go and consulted them. He just lamented and lamented and lamented. So this is also very important thing. When there is a problem, we should go to devotees who are more advanced to us in Krishna consciousness, and then we should reveal our heart, and in that way we can find a solution. But if we just keep things to ourselves, so then it will become there is no permutation and combination that we can come to right decision. Right decision can come only from a clear consciousness. And when our consciousness is become muddy or disturbed and things like that, so we should approach a person who can see clearly. So this vision, often the vision tends to become blur, and we should find that somebody else's vision is good. So we should take support of them, and we should see through their help. And then Rama, though a hero, despite his father's order to please Kaikeyi, upheld his promise and went to the forest. Rama could have told that this is not a right instruction. What is a fault in me? First of all, you point out a fault in me to punish me, to go to the forest and things like that. So despite it is an order to please Kaikeyi. It is not generally it is seen that father or any superior, so their attitude should be they want to please their superiors or the spiritual master or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that kind of a surrender of the superior is appreciated. But if the superior is not getting attached to somebody higher, but then he is getting attached to somebody lower, so then it is not very much appreciated. So in fact, Dasharatha himself tells this point, like, no, you should not follow this order of mine. So like, so but still Rama, he wants to, like Srila Prabhupada used to tell one story, like not one story, like it is a reality. Now in Calcutta, like one person, he was from a very, very poor background, and then he went on to become a very big, rich businessman or some kind of a, like, I don't know, government profession or businessman or something like that. And then after he became successful, he called many people, like, no, my father had a debt towards you. No, I want to close that. And those people are telling, no, I don't even know that your father had a debt. No, like he had a debt. It is my duty as the son to take care of the debt, created by my father. So, like otherwise it'll be a karma that will, actually put me down at later point in time. So it is my duty to finish that. So in the same way, Lord Rama also took that it is a debt my father had to fulfill the boon that is given to like Kaikeyi. So I must, like in the, if it involves me, to fulfill that debt, I must do it. So in that way, like he was evaluating, whether it is proper or not. And then the thing that was mentioned was, like he was asked to go to the forest and to live the life of an ascetic. And like Rama's evaluation that is nicely analyzed in the Ramayana, that he analyzed that is it a adharmic instruction? Going to the forest and live the life of an ascetic, it is not adharmic instruction. Okay, it is permissible. And like it is, who asked me to do this? It is asked by my mother and father. They are my natural superiors. So if my superior gives me an instruction which is within the boundaries of Vedic Dharma, I don't have the right to say no to it. So this is how Rama comes to conclusion that okay, this is something which I am supposed to do. Just like Bali Maharaj was told by Shukracharya, this is Lord Vishnu, don't surrender into him. A superior is giving an instruction, but this instruction is against the Vedic Dharma. So Bali Maharaj rejects it. Like so in the same way, like Prahlad also, we find that father tells Prahlad that you should go to the school. He goes to the school, and like he tells many different things. He follows everything, and then he tells like you should not worship Vishnu. No, that is against Vedic Dharma. I cannot follow. So here also we see Lord Rama. He analyzes all those things, and then he tells like because this we can very nicely see. There is many conversations that happens. The conversation with Lakshmana, the conversation with Kausalya, the conversation with Bharata, like many people, like and the conversation with Vashishta and like many other personalities, it is happening, and everybody are trying to convince Lord Rama that why he should stay back, despite his father's promise and things like that. So because there are many right things that are there, and according to the Dharma, one needs to see which is the best of the right things. And when the sages, like when they advise, like one should listen to that as well. And that time, Lord Rama analyzes all these things, and then he establishes this is the best thing that we can do, like to follow the like order of my father at this point in time, right? So, like chapters and chapters of analysis is there, about that. And endowed with humility, Rama's dear brother Lakshmana followed him, who had set out of affection. The increaser of Sumitra's joy, who was so dear to his brother, did so while revealing their brotherly affection for each other. Like Lakshmana, out of his own affection, he went, and it is not that like he is anyway inferior to him or been forced by Lord Rama that like मुझे सेवा करने के लिए कोई चाहिए, like आ जाओ मेरे साथ. So like Lakshmana could not think of living without Rama. In fact, sometimes Lakshmana speaks adharma, just to convince Rama to stay back. So but Lord Rama doesn't accept, and he chastises him and things like that. So and so then next, Rama's dear wife was always equal to his very life and engaged in doing good to all. She was born in Janaka's dynasty and was as if created by Lord's illusion. Because like she is the most beautiful and wonderful personality, especially like befitting the Supreme Personality of Godhead's consort. Endowed with all auspicious symptoms, the best bride among women, Sita, also followed Rama, just as Rohini follows the moon. There is again chapters of discussion that is there between Lord Rama and Sita. Lord Rama is convincing that why Sita should not come. And in fact, one whole chapter is there about the difficulties in the forest life. So what all difficulties are there in the forest life? And like they are just going to eat only fruits and roots. Like Amara Bhishma Panchak ka jo hota hai, like that is what they did for 14 years. And they would not take grains and stuff like that. That's not part of the Vanaprastha, this one, like what is that, lifestyle, living in the forest. So as minimum as possible, like things are maintained. And there is no bodily union as well, at that point in time. So they followed all the rules and regulations of a Vanaprastha life, very, very meticulously. He was followed by the residents of Ayodhya city for a long distance and by Rama's father Dasharatha. So, like literally when Rama went to the forest, like as if it is, we would find that when we read chapter by chapter, so like all the residents followed to some extent, and then Dasharatha also, and then like Lord bids farewell, and then still the people actually follow. Then Lord takes suddenly in the night, he wakes up his chariot driver and then like goes in the opposite direction towards Ayodhya. And people, they get up in the morning and see like chariot, this one is going towards Ayodhya, and then they take such difficult paths that people would not understand, and then goom firke fir se like he goes towards the forest, and all the residents were cheated to go back to Ayodhya. And when the residents go back, like all the men, when they go back, so literally the wives, they would criticize all the men, why you people have come back. Like so they would glorify Lakshmana. Amongst you all, like Lakshmana is the only person like who is like a proper devotee of Lord. Like he had the good fortune of going with Ram. It is like you people are useless. Like without Ram you have come back. Why did you come back? You should have just gone to the forest yourself. So, or you should have left your body or something like that. So so in that way, like all the residents of Ayodhya, so they were also like very much attached to Lord Rama, and so then Rama of Dharmika nature dismissed his charioteer Sumantra at Shringi Berapura on the bank of Ganges. So when he met his dear devotee Guha, the chief of Nishadas, and then Rama along with Lakshmana and Sita was ferried across the Ganga by Guha, and the three crossed over the river Ganga of abundant water, went from one forest to another, and on the order of Bharadvaja decided in Chitrakuta, where they happily constructed a pleasant and appropriate residence in that forest. Like Deva Gandharvas, they lived there happily. In fact, there is this account is there, like they after Chitrakoot they go into the deeper forest. So that is where they spend 10 years of their somebody's moon is okay. So that is where they spent almost 10 years in various sages' ashram. So before that in Chitrakoot, they stayed for almost the first 3-4 years were spent in that place, and then the deep forest like for 10 years, and then towards the final this one, so they went to Panchavati or Janasthan. So that there was probably like some time like a year or so they spent over there. So then after that the Karadushana, Vada and all those things happens. So then like last 1 year was that whole of going towards Lanka and stuffs like that. So, in fact, Mother Sita, she lived in Ayodhya before going to the forest almost for like 8-9 years or so. And from there it is traced, and the Sita Ram ka marriage happened when Mother Sita was 7-8 years old. So like that. So that was like calculation that was given in one of the purports. I don't remember the exact numbers, but this is how the whole this one is. Like you can imagine, like when they went to the forest, like Mother Sita was just like 14, 15, like that kind of an age, like very very tender in age. So, and they went to the Bharadwaja ashram, and from there, like they were asked to stay in Chitrakoot, and they stayed over there. So Chitrakoot is the place where Bharata comes and meets, like all those things happens, and then sages come and report that there is so much of atrocities of the demons are there and things like that. So then they try to go deep into the forest to handle like those matters as well. So while Rama had gone to Chitrakuta, overwhelmed with distress for his son, King Dasharatha attained the heavens while lamenting about his son. So Dasharatha's departure happens. After Dasharatha had died, while being coronated as the king by the Brahmanas, headed by Vashishta, the greatly powerful Bharata did not desire to become the king. So this is also a very powerful dialogue that happens. Till what time we can have? 12:45. Okay. Oh, that's good. So then we can cover quite a good number of this. So Bharata was, Vashishta was convincing Bharata that he should become the king. And he was telling that it is, now the kingdom is without any king, and it becomes like very, very difficult in terms of administration. So you should become the king. And Bharata, though Vashishta is his spiritual master, still Bharata completely, he gets angry, in fact, on Vashishta, and then he goes on to tell that, how can you instruct in that way? None of our forefathers have taken the royal order or royal position when the elder brother is alive. Elder brother, he is in the absence of the father. Elder brother becomes as good as the father. So it is completely not. It is not at all dharma. To assume the kingship when my elder brother is still there. So it is ideal that I should go to the forest and I should convince Lord Rama. And Vashishta becomes happy. The disciple is chastising the spiritual master, and spiritual master is happy. So Vashishta becomes happy, and then all of them, they plan to go to the forest. That hero reached the forest to please the lotus feet of Lord Rama. In fact, when Bharata's army comes, Lakshmana becomes very, very angry. This guy, here also he has come. He doesn't want you to live here also. I will finish him off first. So then Lord Rama says, no. You should not do like that. So you don't Bharata is very, everybody knows each other, and Lakshmana also knows the heart of Bharata. So, but then he is overwhelmed by the affection towards Rama, that Rama is sent to the forest. And then the reason that was cited was Bharata is to be coronated. So then, Lakshmana doubted. At that time, Lakshmana doubted, and then he maintained that anger, for a long period of time. After, till the point, Bharata actually comes and meets Rama. Approaching the very great soul Rama, who was heroic in being truthful to his words, Bharata begged his brother Rama with a noble attitude. So he told Rama, you as a knower of Dharma are the king. Though Rama was extremely generous with a happy face, of great fame, of a very great fame and of great strength, he did not want the kingdom because of his father's request. In fact, there is Bharata mentions, when Bharata actually first comes, the first thing, even before Bharata starts speaking anything, Rama starts speaking on whole chapter of I hope you are taking care of the kingdom properly. And he speaks about Rajadharma, he speaks about all the nitty-gritties of like taking care of this one. So you are a young boy, like you have taken the rulership. I hope you are maintaining everything properly. So are you handling your enemies properly? Are you keeping the secrets properly? Like are you like making the political diplomacy and things like that and all properly, and all those things meticulously is asking about Raja Dharma. And like after that, like he Bharata starts speaking that no, I want you to come back. So then Bharata also gives very good arguments that my father gave the kingdom to me. No, I am giving the kingdom to you. Like it is dharma. so but then for everything, Lord Rama had very bona fide counter arguments. No, he didn't accept those things. Because there is a specific instruction for Rama to live in the forest for 14 years. No? So that cannot be counteracted by anything else. So Bharata's elder brother gave his shoes to his representative, shoes as his representative to rule the kingdom, and repeatedly sent back Bharata. And since his desire was not fulfilled, Bharata ruled the kingdom from Nandigram while serving Rama's shoes every day. And while hankering for Rama's arrival. So this is also very nice, like whatever rules that Lord Rama followed in the forest, so Bharata also followed the same set of rules and regulations in the Nandigram. No? So awaiting this one of arrival of Rama. In fact, he mentioned that even after 14 years, even one day also passes, like if you don't come. So what will Bharata do? Huh? He will quit his life. So that's how Bharata was like this one. So after Bharata had departed, the splendorous controller of his senses, Rama, who was truthful to his promise, considered that the city dwellers might come again and so on. So alas, with a fixed determination, he entered the Dandaka forest. He went to the Dandakaranya. So there, having entered the great forest of Dandaka, the lotus-eyed Rama killed the Rakshasa Virada and saw Sharabanga, Sutikshana, Agastya and Agastya's brother. So all these things actually happens. So like it is quite a fast forward. So like when he enters into Dandaka forest, like this great demon Virada, he is killed, and he was like very, very formidable, kind of a person. Like he had different kinds of boons and things like that. And somehow or other, like even Virada also kidnaps Sita. So then Rama fights and gets back, and then on the request of Virada, Lord Rama goes to Sharabanga. Like Sharabanga is like a very great sage, and so many of these personalities, they were mature in their spiritual practice, and they were just waiting for Lord Rama to come, and they would quit the body, in the in the presence of Lord Rama. And so like when they meet Agastya, so this glories of Agastya is also mentioned, like that Vatapi and Nilvala, so like there is some stories there of like great demons, which Agastya like just swallows and digests them. So very, very powerful personality. But still Agastya, he gives many, many wonderful weaponry, like to Lord Rama, and he requests also that these demons to be killed. And so before that, Mother Sita actually trying to convince Rama that let's not get into all these things. So now we are in the forest, let's follow the Vanaprastha Dharma very nicely. Let's live the life of us, sages. And you should promise me that until unless some demon comes and attacks you, you should not do, like you should not get into this one of killing the demons and fighting with the demons and things like that. But then, when we go back to the Ayodhya, so that time, you will again become a king, and then you take up this one of request of all these sages to kill the demons and things like that. So Abhi let's not get into all these things. So but then Lord Rama convinces Mother Sita that this is our responsibility, be it forest or in the city. We are Kshatriyas, we are supposed to give protection to our subjects, and it is necessary that I have to do all these things, even if I have to lose you. I must follow this thing. And the whole thing is about that only. Mother Sita is telling, if you get on to do all these things, no, like we will be separated. And Rama is telling, even if we have to be separated, no, I will have to do this thing. So like all these things is like, no, in a subtle way, so these communications are happening, and no, it is very much clear that in the future Mother Sita will be kidnapped. No, so that is very clear to both of them. No. While Rama resided in that forest, all the sages along with the forest dwellers approached him with a prayer to kill the Asuric Rakshasas who had obstructed their performance of dharma. So this portion, the Dandakaranya forest, that residence is the maximum period of Lord Rama's Vanavas, like 10 years of period was spent in this region in different sadhus ashrams, like for like 6 months, like somewhere like few weeks, few days, and somewhere like like longer period, all these things. So various ashramas they actually lived. So in the Chitrakuta they had their own ashram, and after this in the Panchavati they had their own ashram. So in between, like these 10 years, like they were actually residing in various ashrams of sadhus. So Rama then promised to fulfill their prayers in Dandaka, the forest of the Rakshasas. Rama promised the fire-like rishis living in Dandakaranya that he would kill the Rakshasas in battle. While Rama lived there, he disfigured the Rakshasi Shurpanaka, who would assume any form at will and who resided at Janasthana. So this is like very important pastime, because this is something which I recently studied, so it is there in my memory. I can elaborate this pastime a little bit. So Shurpanaka actually comes and approaches Lord Rama and Lakshmana, and she just approaches saying that you're so beautiful, and I want to be your wife, and things like that and all. And but then neither Rama nor Lakshmana is actually attracted to her. So one very important discussion or the analysis that is done by the acharyas at this point in time is that even the gopis, or even like personalities like the queens of Dwaraka, so all of them approached the Lord to have conjugal relationship, and the Lord agreed. The Lord as Rasaraj, he exchanges various rasas with various living entities, and whatever the way they want to serve the Lord, he accepts. So why is that Shurpanaka was not accepted? So one may say, okay, fine, like Lord is Ekapratni Vata. If that is there, so then sages of Dandakaranya were also in that kind of this one. So at least Lord Rama told that, okay, in the next life when I appear as Krishna, in the next incarnation, so I will accept your service. But Lord Rama did not encourage that much also to Shurpanaka. So why is it so? So because Shurpanaka wanted to enjoy Lord Rama. So but the others, they wanted to serve the Supreme Lord. So this is the differences there. We find this subject dealt with in Bhagavad Gita as well. Like Arjuna also mentions to Krishna that Kim no Rajye no Govinda, Kim Bogair Jivyate and things like that and all. So oh Govinda, you are meant to give pleasure to the senses, and if I kill my relatives and even if I gain the kingdom and things like that, how will I enjoy? So he is asking Krishna directly, how will I enjoy? You are supposed to give enjoyment to the senses, and you are giving an equation where I will be miserable. How will I enjoy? So Prabhupada explains very nicely in the purport that the Govinda means it is not that he is meant to satisfy our senses. So Govinda means he is the master of all the senses. He is even the master of our senses, and we should use our senses in the service of the master of all the senses. And when we render service to him, when Krishna becomes pleased, our senses also will become pleased. So in that way he is Govinda. It is not that directly he is meant to please our senses. When we try to please the senses of the Lord, our senses also will become pleased. So that is a proper way of connection with the Supreme Lord. So sometimes devotees, we find that the initial obstacles in the Krishna consciousness is difficult to overcome, but later on the further obstacles is even more difficult to overcome. So so that is why so initial obstacles is what? Attraction to material nature, and then like a distraction in the bhakti and things like that and all. So, but later obstructions are like the Lord is so attractive. No, we want to enjoy the Lord. So that is like more difficult obstruction to overcome actually. So that is called Brahman realization. No, where a devotee, like he gets sidetracked and then he wants to just enjoy or experience the Brahmananda. No, that is very, very difficult to overcome. Now, if we are finding it difficult to overcome some material attractions, then we can think of like spiritual attraction is like class apart. No, it is like very, very attractive actually, super attractive. And that is why it is very important from the day one. We are trained in the process of service to the Supreme Lord, not like what will I get in return. So like when the service is nicely trained up, even though more and more higher attractions are coming, like the stage of Brahman realization or Paramatma realization, these are all super attractive stages, and this is all just like major milestones as mentioned. In between, there are many, many things that are there, like which are very, very attractive. And if a devotee has to pass through all of them, so then he should be attached to the service of Krishna. So he should be very much attached to service of Krishna over all these things. So that is why like this philosophical clarity right from the beginning is very important. Like if the beginning, the philosophical clarity is not sufficiently there, then we may get diverted anywhere. Like, just like 100 kilometers distance, like 10 kilometer के बारे में बाद में देखेंगे like किधर जाना है. So then उसके बाद 10 किलोमीटर तक सही जाएंगे, उसके बाद diversion हो जाएगा. So it is very important that we know the right path, right map, and then we should resolve to stick on to that map, till we attain the lotus feet of the Lord. Right? So it's very like that is why the philosophical understanding is very important actually. So Shurpanaka, she approached the Lord and her attitude was not right and she was disfigured. Her nose and ears were cut. And when she goes and reports to her brother, Kara, when she reports, Kara is like very angry. Who did this thing to you? कैसा ऐसा कर सकते हैं? अभी तक जीवित कैसा है वो बंदा, ऐसा तुमको ऐसा करके. And then Shurpanaka starts to describe about the enemy, Rama. And when she starts to describe, she's describing and she's not able to tell one fault of Rama. She's describing and describing and describing, his eyes are like lotus petals, his arms are very elongated and he's having a broad chest and all those things, like amazing description she's giving. So it is like, there again the acharyas actually mention, even while describing, even the demons, when they describe the Lord, they derive a lot of pleasure. It is not that dushman udhar hai, jaake maar do usko, she's like, aram se she is describing about Lord Rama, and then finally she tells that I could not enjoy that guy, you kill him and give his blood to me, I want to drink, this is like demon, So this is the way she actually reports, and somehow or other, Kara actually goes, there are many instances that happens. First, few Rakshasas were sent and then they were killed, and then again and again, so finally the 14,000 Rakshasas with Kara, Dushana and Trishira, all of them they go, and all of them are killed in the battle. So, after disfiguring Shurpanaka, Rama destroyed in battle with all the chief Rakshasas, the Rakshasas Kara, Trishira and Dushana, and as well as their followers who had prepared themselves for war upon hearing Shurpanaka's words. While residing in that forest, he annihilated 14,000 Rakshasas residing at Janasthan. Literally the whole of Rakshasa race was killed over there. Then Ravana heard about the death of his relative Kara and became senseless with anger. He then sought the help of Rakshasa named Maricha. Actually, this also happens in short whenever is spoken. It is spoken only this much, but then we see that first one demon from the Janasthan named Akampana, he escapes and then he goes to Ravana and then he describes, aisa aisa hua hai. And Ravana is very, very angry, I want to kill him. And things like that. Then Akampana tells no, you cannot do that, it is difficult. He is a man of immeasurable power. All of us together, 14,000 Rakshasas together, they are simultaneously attacking Lord Rama. and he is receiving all those like attacks on his body, and blood is oozing like anything, but still he is standing still, and he single-handedly within 1.5 muhurtas, he kills the whole of 14,000 rakshasas. So, and he describes about all these things, he like, tumse nahi ho payega, like, attempt bhi mat karo. And then like, kya karna hai? So then he tells, he has a very beautiful wife, Sita. And Sita is the life and soul of Rama. If you kidnap Sita, then he is finished. So then Ravana likes this idea and he goes to Maricha. Like he travels like oceans across to reach to Maricha's ashram. And he goes to Maricha and he tells that like, अब हम idea बनाया like सीता को kidnap करना है. And Maricha is telling, कौन तुम्हारा दुश्मन है, ऐसा idea देता है तुमको. So like कोई तो तुमको खत्म करने के लिए शपथ लिया लग रहा है, ऐसे सब मत करो. So like first time when I met Rama, it is during Vishwamitra's yajna. So like he effortlessly like Subahu, like he killed Subahu effortlessly, and then with one arrow he tossed me off deep into the ocean, 800 miles. Like I could not get away from this one. If you at all desire to do this, you will be finished. Your entire Rakshasa race will be finished. Lanka will be finished. Everything will be finished. Like, and then finally Ravana gets convinced. He gets convinced and comes back to Lanka. And then again Shurpanakha goes. And Shurpanakha goes, and then she straight away starts blaspheming Ravana, saying that what kind of a brother you are, what kind of a king you are. Like, all your subjects are finished and killed. And like I am your sister, I am I am being disfigured. Like it is your elder brother's duty to protect the sister, and it is the king's duty to protect the subjects. Like so as a like such kind of this one has happened. Like you are just simply sitting and doing sense gratification. Tum kya aadmi hai ki kaun hai tum? Like she just gives. And the wonderful thing is, these are all rakshasas. Rakshasas, they break dharma morning, afternoon, evening. Like हमेशा उनको धर्म को तोड़ना ही like उनका काम है. But then Shurpanakha is telling like she is speaking about Raja dharma of brother and things like that and all. It is interesting. Even demons who are accustomed to breaking dharma, they are talking about dharma. Like so you are supposed to like take revenge on the person who has done all these things. So then, what do you think Ravana would have asked? What he would have responded to these things? To Shurpanakha, like he would have asked something, no? So क्या पूछे होंगे Ravana?
What do you take to?
नहीं, he asked Shurpanakha, तुम क्यों उधर गया? So then Shurpanakha turns the whole plate now. She tells that like, see, there is a beautiful lady. And all beautiful ladies are there with you. Like, I wanted to get her to you. उसके लिए गया था. गई थी. Like, and then so वो लोग ऐसा कर दिया मुझे. And she starts describing about like Sita's beauty. तब उसका बुद्धि भ्रष्ट हो जाता है. And then again he goes to Maricha. And then again Maricha tells like तुम्हारा like कोई तो दुश्मन है, तुमसे लड़ नहीं पा रहे, इसके लिए तुमको ऐसा ऐसा आइडिया दे रहा है, like चुपके चले जाओ. And he convinces him. And then he tells about his second encounter with Rama. Like Marisha and all these demons, they had this habit of taking the form of a deer and then eating up the sages in the forest and things like that. It is a usual thing for them. So like, so when they were going like that, once Marisha found Rama, and then he thought that he like, ये बंदे ने like मुझे फेंका था उस दिन, like इसको revenge लेना चाहिए. When he is not vigilant, that time I'll just pounce on him and I'll finish him. And within moments, Lord Rama understands and he shoots arrows and he kills all other demons in the form of deer. And he again like pushes him off, and then like he doesn't kill him. And Marisha that time like he got terrified with Rama. Like he is such a powerful personality. And then he left all the Rakshasa activities. And then he made a kutir for himself. And then he starts performing tapasya over there. And in fact, it is mentioned that when Ravana, like second time he comes, like he chastises Marisha like anything.
नो मैं राजा हूँ कि तुम राजा है, लाइक लाइक कौन किसको आदेश देना, कौन किसको लाइक व्हाट इज दैट नो चास्टेज करना है एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट और नॉट. सो लाइक व्हाट आर यू जस्ट गोइंग ऑन चास्टेजिंग मी, लाइक नो I want to kidnap Sita, you just like no, come with me, that's all, no arguments. And then Marisha tells, no, I am like, see, I am a responsible citizen of yours, and like no, if you are going in a wrong direction, it is the duty of the like subordinate also to alert. No, it is very important. It is not that like somebody who is an S man is not like the right follower. So if the leader is going in a wrong direction, like the follower must also flag. No, it's going in a wrong direction. So like no, I am not afraid of all these things. Like no, I am like I will not come in line with this. So that time the acharyas actually analyzed that because Maricha was performing tapasya and austerities, his mind has become a little bit clear. Like he is able to understand Lord Rama, and Ravana, he was also able to understand about Lord Rama's power and things like that. But when his mind was affected by lust, so like this one is Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa Sangateshu Bajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamat Kamat Krodho Bijayate Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha Sammohat Smriti Vibrama, Smriti Vamshat Buddhi Nasha Buddhi Nashas Pranashyati. So like the lust is the root cause of fall down. So because Ravana's mind and intelligence got corrupted because of lust, he is not able to understand so much of logical and proper argument like Maricha is giving, but Ravana is not able to understand. पहली बार समझ में आया था, अभी he is affected by lust, and इस बार कुछ समझ में नहीं आया उसको, and then he convinces Maricha is like fine, like किधर ना किधर मरना ही है अभी, तुम आएंगे नहीं तो मैं मारूंगा तुमको. So like and किधर ना किधर मरना है, like ठीक है चलो जाके उधर ही मरेंगे. He is very clear, Maricha is very clear, like no, मैं मरने वाला हूँ अभी. And then he agrees and he goes. So Ravana was repeatedly checked by Maricha. Oh Ravana, your clash with Rama, a stronger person, is not appropriate. Disregarding Maricha's words, Ravana, impelled by death, immediately arrived at Rama's ashram with Maricha. The two sons of Dasharatha were taken far away by the magician. Then Ravana kidnapped Rama's wife and killed the vulture Jatayu. So it's all very elaborate, these ones are there. Noticing that the vulture had been vanquished and hearing from him that Maithili had been stolen, Rama burnt in distress and lamented while his senses were agitated. This is like almost like the feelings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like the feelings of separation. So from his dear consort Sita. So that is like very nicely mentioned in this fiction. And filled with lamentation for him, he burnt the vulture Jatayu. And alas, while searching for Sita in the forest, met a Rakshasa named Kabanda, whose form was distorted and who was of a terrible appearance. And he gives the further this one of going to like the place of Sugriva and things like that. Mighty armed Rama destroyed him and burnt him. Kabanda attained the heavens. And Kabanda stood for a moment in the skies on the way to the heavens and told Raghava to respectfully approach Shabari, a lady renunciant who was absorbed in carrying out her dharma of serving her spiritual masters and so on, and who was capable of carrying out the duty of properly honoring her guests. So this we discussed in our yatra, so this chapters nicely. And Rama, of great strength and destroyer of enemies, respectfully approached Shabari, and Shabari worshipped Dasharatha's son Rama completely. He then met the monkey Hanuman on the bank of river Pampa. On the request of Hanuman, he met Sugriva. Rama, of great strength, told Sugriva about everything that had taken place from the very beginning, and especially about Sita. Hearing all of that from Rama, the monkey Sugriva became happy and established friendship with Rama, keeping fire as witness to their bond of friendship. Then the king of monkeys Sugriva informed Rama about all about his enmity with Vali, out of his affection for Rama and out of his distress. Then Rama promised that he would kill Vali. Then at Rishyamukha, the monkey Sugriva described Vali's strength. Sugriva was always doubtful of the strength of the descendant of Raghu. No, he was not like convinced of Rama's strength actually. So Vali was supremely powerful, and also like he had a boon, of becoming. Is very very powerful basically. So to make Rama understand Vali's strength, Sugriva showed him Dundubi's gigantic body that resembled a great mountain. Seeing the bones of Dundubi, the mighty armed Rama of great strength smiled, and with his toe kicked the body up and away to a distance of 10 yojanas. Furthermore, with a single great bow, Rama then pierced 7 sala trees, the mountain nearby, and Rasatala, and thus generating confidence in him. After this incident, the great monkey Sugriva became pleased in mind because of Rama's act and became confident of him. At that time, he again went to the cave-like city, Kishkinda, this time with Rama. So, after reaching Kishkinda, the best of monkeys, Sugriva, of a golden and reddish brown complexion, roared. Hearing that great roar, the lord of monkeys, Vali, came out to face him. When Vali came out, he consoled Tara, wife of Vali. So, she was mentioning that it seems to be like something wrong. And then there is so many omens also, which is not very auspicious. So, but then he goes on to the battle. And came to meet Sugriva in battle. The descendant of Raghu then killed Vali in that place with a single arrow. Then, hearing Sugriva's words, Raghava killed Vali during his fight with Sugriva, and he enthroned Sugriva as the sole king of Vali's kingdom. So, and the king of monkeys, Sugriva, then called all of his monkeys and sent them in all 4 directions, desirous of finding Janaka's daughter. Then, on the instruction of the vulture Sampati, strong monkey Hanuman jumped across the salt ocean and extended to 100 yojanas. This is Sundarakanda starting. So, Hanuman reached Lanka, the city protected by Ravana, and saw Sita, who had gone to Ashokavana there, meditating on Lord Rama. So Hanuman submitted a token of recognition to Sita Devi, related to her the events that had transpired, and so on, and consoled her. Then he destroyed the gate of Ashokavana. He killed 5 frontline soldiers headed by Pingala and 7 ministers headed by Jambumali. He also crushed the heroic Akshakumar, Ravana's second son, and became arrested by the Brahmastra employed by Indrajit. The heroic great monkey Hanuman got to know that he was released from the Brahmastra by Brahma's boon with no effort from his end, forgiving the offense of the Rakshasas who had tied him up and who were dragging him here and there. He burned the city of Lanka except the residence of the prince of Mithila, and returned to inform Rama of the good news about Sita. That one of immeasurable intelligence submissively approached the greatly enduring Rama and went around him in circumambulation. Then he informed him, I really saw Sita. Then Rama went to the shores of great ocean with Sugriva and agitated the ocean with arrows that shone like the sun. Samudra, the presiding deity of the ocean and the husband of the presiding goddess of rivers, showed his original form to Lord Rama. On the request of Samudra, Rama had Nala build a bridge. Rama then went on that bridge to the city of Lanka, killed Ravana in the battle, met Sita, and then became greatly embarrassed. Therefore, Rama spoke harsh words about her chastity in public. Unable to tolerate them, the chaste Sita entered fire. Then, by getting to know that Sita was devoid of any contamination from Agni's testimony, Rama shone with complete delight and was honored by all demigods. By the great activity of killing Ravana, the 3 worlds, including the moving and non-moving, as well as the Devas and Rishis, became satisfied with Raghava, whose nature was great. After coronating Vibhishana as the king of Rakshasas at Lanka, Rama then considered all his purpose
purposes accomplished, free from all anxieties, he then became very happy. Having obtained a boon from the celestials, Rama gave life to the monkeys who had died on the battlefield. Surrounded by his well-wishers, he departed to Ayodhya on the Pushpaka airplane. Rama went to Bharadwaja's ashram. Being heroic in his truthfulness, Rama sent Hanuman to Bharata. So why he sent Hanuman to Bharata? Why he did not go directly? He wanted to test if Bharata has developed some attachment to keep ruling. Still he wants Rama to come back, or no? This one was, you go and test and verify. No, if like Bharata has developed any attachment, you just let me know. So I will again go back to the forest. No, that was Rama's idea. So then Rama again ascended the Pushpaka airplane with Sugriva, and while talking about the events concerning Bharata, immediately went to Nandigram, where Bharata resided. Reunited with his brother, Rama was free from distress. At Nandigram, he gave up his matted hair, then again obtained his kingdom with Sita besides him. The people became exceptionally delighted and happy. They became satisfied, nourished, very devoted to dharma, free from bodily disease, emotional calamities, and fear of famine. So, now we are just going to finish, like Amara Falashruti aane wala hai abhi. No man at any place in Rama's kingdom and at any time during his rule will see the death of their son. The women will never ever be widows, and they will be devoted to their husbands. So these are all in the past tense, because when this thing is told by Narada, so still these things have not happened. So like there will be no danger due to fire. None of the creatures will drown in water. There will be no danger due to air, nor will there be danger due to fever. Fever bhi nahi aaya tha, like Ram ka Rajya mein. So there will be neither danger due to hunger nor danger due to thieves. The cities and countryside will be filled with wealth and grains. Everyone will always be happy, like the Satya Yuga. Rama of great fame will perform several Ashwamedha and Bahu Suvarnaka sacrifices. He give in charity crores and crores of cows, immeasurable wealth to the Brahmanas, and depart to the spiritual world. That descendant of Raghu will multiply the royal dynasties 100 times over. He will also have the 4 Varanas in his kingdom carry out their respective Varana Dharmas and Ashrama Dharmas. After ruling over his kingdom for 11,000 years, Rama will go to the spiritual world. This brief description of the activities of Lord Rama is purifying. It destroys sinful reactions. It is auspicious. It is like the Vedas. He who studies it will be fully liberated from all sinful reactions. This is about just the brief description. So, and furthermore, this one is there. A man studying this Ramayana narration that grants vital power will become honored in the supreme abode after the final destruction of his body, along with his sons, grandsons, dependents, and friends. By studying this narration, a Brahmana can attain lordship over speech, a Kshatriya can attain lordship over earth, and a Vaishya can attain financial prosperity, and a Shudra can attain greatness. So, this is how this chapter finishes. Jai. All glories, all of you will attain all these things. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So it is 12:45, we will close here, no? Hare Krishna.
Anybody else any questions or maybe other questions to share, please?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. I saw, Prabhuji, that the width of the ocean was described as 100 yojan, which is actually 800 kilometers. But we see Sri Lanka is almost only 25 kilometers from Dhanushkodi. So where could be the actual Sri Lanka?
I don't know, like that time the ocean was, like demography keeps changing, right? Like, so ocean reclaims in some places and it just, engulfs at certain places. So those things are there. This is
Anybody else has any questions? things or realizations to share?
Harikshetra, thank you for such a relational class. I noted down few realizations of mine, just wanted to share. That right consciousness comes from the right mind, and if there is some problem, we should always approach our seniors who has, much better consciousness than us. And instructions given by our parents under the Vedic rules should be fulfilled as a child. And when we try to please the Lord, senses will automatically get pleased and purified gradually. And austerity and sacrifice will give clarity to the mind. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you
Nice.
so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Anybody have any question? Any realizations for the students' class?
We call that as reflection.
Yeah, reflection.
Yes.
Take away reflections.
ठीक है. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for a wonderful class, making the mood for coming Ram Navami. So we'll chant one Hare Krishna Mahamantra for today's Prabhuji's class. Hare Krishna.